Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. Today we're joined by the man who's cracked the code on celebrity, the man behind the most successful public figures in the region, the co-founder of Hue Management. Welcome to the show, Hady Hajjar. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Not at all.
Feels great to be here.
Thank you.
Oh my God, so it's early. Is it early for you in the morning
Early,
or
no.
it's normal?
Usually we don't sleep. Working with celebrities requires 24/7 job, so this is normal.
So celebrities, what are
And
their
having
time?
3 kids also at the same time.
That
so
might add to it, yeah.
So we're used to waking up early, but coming to the hub where the news comes out.
Dare we ask, celebrities or kids, what's easier?
Kids.
Kids.
No, by the way, it's a very common say whenever they ask me, how are you that patient? I tell them because I have kids. So whenever you know how, it's like it's like a nursery. I always say that you have a nursery and you need to take care of everyone and give the attention and the light to everyone. And that's it simply. This is the secret.
You know what? This is so deep because this can be put into like a wider, every single industry, you know?
No,
Like,
trust
think
me,
of it
it's
as a
right. This is something that, because I love kids from when I was very young.
Yeah.
So I used to be a scout. I love kids. I'm very patient with kids, and this is what, with all the stress and the pressure we have, it's not about managing one celebrity. It's managing a big group of celebrities and content creators and clients and employees and in different countries. How can you do all of this if you don't? And I believe that the strongest man on the earth is the most patient. So patience for me is something very essential while working in this field with celebrities.
Can you quickly give people a rundown of what you do and what is talent management? It sounds like a dreamy job, managing talent, you know?
Oh, yeah.
People think that people love what they see. So they think that we have a great lifestyle, we travel, we party with the celebrities, but this is not what we do. And specifically in the Middle East, there's still lots of confusion between being an agent for a celebrity or being a manager. There's totally a huge difference, and this is why we tried as a Hue Management. Since we come from human management, we started by managing celebrities and now uplifting the game to having managers, but at the same time, we're the agents of lots of celebrities, whether international, regional, or local. So usually taking care of everything related to the artist or the content creator. And the success of a talent management agency is whenever you have success stories of taking a rising star and make him a superstar. And this is where is the strength. The managements interfere in everything, in what they say, what they read, what they eat, how to plan, what's the positioning, what's the strategy, what to say, how to choose songs, which series to act in, what content to post on the social media. So it's a full job from A to Z. It's not only being with the artist and appearing in some shows and taking some pictures. The back office work behind talent management is really, it needs a couple of episodes if you want to do. We do workshops for the teams.
That's so interesting. I would never guess that there was that level of, I guess, help being given to these people. But let's talk about who the people are. So we have Nancy Ajram, Maya Diab, Naimar, to name a few.
We work with lots of celebrities, and every relation with every celebrity is different. So basically, some of them are exclusively signed with the Hue Management, and some of them we consider them partners, which means we work with them, and we have special treatments or special relations with them, which gives us a better and stronger, an upper hand. So we have lots of names like Yasmin Sabri, Maya Diab, Dalia Mbarak. Lately we're working with Mona Qattan and Huda Qattan. We worked lots of projects now with Georgina, the fiance of Ronaldo. Today, we have shot a campaign for lenses in Saudi Arabia for Georgina, where Georgina is the face of the brand.
Let's stop you right there. How does that even come about? Because right now, in terms of celebrity in the Middle East, like she and like they are it. So how does that relationship start? And then what's it actually like working with her?
Honestly, as you mentioned, now the business in the Middle East and especially all the celebrities are coming here to the region for different occasions or different countries for different activities, which makes it very interesting for the market and for the brands. So now, for example, today, before I just come here to the studio, we're working on a deal for Neymar and his, I don't know if it's his wife or fiance, the same concept, it's with Neymar and Bruna. So again, we have lots of opportunities for all of these international artists or celebrities coming to the Middle East, knowing that the business and the clients here, they have lots of I'm sure you know people in the Middle East, they like the international celebrities, they like the international football players. So it's something, the ecosystem of the full business is growing and is hyping. So working with people like Georgina and many other celebrities is something with a different flavor. It comes with more challenges because they have different requirements than the Middle Eastern celebrities. But again, we are people who promise to deliver, and this is why our clients trust us and keep working with us on bringing different type of celebrities.
So, do you pitch to these personalities, or do they come, approach you and say, "We need management, we need help"?
Honestly, at the beginning, we started from scratch. I left my 15 years career in a record label, and I started with my partners and my team on a small team, and we started working on small examples. And when these success stories become public and people know the success that this agency comes, I can tell you that right now I have the pleasure and I'm honored to say that now celebrities come to us and they ask us for management or for branding or this is the price of success. Whenever you have a successful campaigns or successful stories to tell, and where they see, for example, look at that celebrity before he signs with a human management and look where he is or she is. So lots of, and even the international celebrities, when they come to the region and they ask around, who do you think we should sign? I can tell you that human management is on the top of the list, which really makes it a big responsibility at the same time, but it's really a payoff for all the efforts and the hard work that we do.
That's amazing. But okay, so we had this person on this show like a couple of months ago, and he was talking about managing celebrities as well. And he's like, one of the biggest tips he would give celebrities is like to push the envelope, to fake it till you make it. So what are some advice you give to people to just, become famous? Like number one goal.
I can say that there's the old school of doing things where, yes, sometimes you use the concept of fake it till you make it. But nowadays is different. Nowadays, audience and consumers are not stupid anymore. Before, the media was, let's say, radio, TV. There was no social media. There was no digital marketing. There was no globalization in the same way that we are today.
So you could just manipulate someone's
image.
image.
So you were able to control what to say and how to do things with a certain celebrity, and you can make them fake it till they make it. Yes. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. Nowadays, it's not only a one-man job, it's a teamwork. So now you need lots of people in the team of a celebrity or a superstar in order to maintain. And the challenge is not to get a hit and to be successful in a concert or a song or a series or an activation. Now the challenge is to sustain, because there's lots of competition. And we call this in the market a popcorn, whereby you see a star coming up and then he comes down, then another star. So now the challenge is to sustain and make them work for the long run. So, for example, lately also we are representing Khabi, the #1 TikToker and one of the top content creators in the region. So having also a mix of celebrities at the human management between international and regional and local, in addition to more than 500 content creators, it's a mix where you cannot find this at anywhere else. They ask me, who are your competitors? I would tell them, we don't have competitors. It's not being arrogant, but in fact that we have all these services under one roof. They might compete in a certain category of these services, but there's whatever you want under this industry, whether it's events, PR, digital marketing, NFTs, gaming, celebrities, and influencers, they are all under one rooftop.
You mentioned requirements of international celebrities versus regional, and today celebrity is a bit different. So today our influencers are celebrities. So back in the day, musicians would come to a city and they'd have like a checklist of what they want when they get to the place that they're performing. Like they want Skittles.
The technical rider and the travel requirement.
Do celebrities that you work with, what's like the most interesting kind of rider you've seen for a shoot list?
Oh God, I can tell you lots of stories about these weird requirements. I mean, some of these international celebrities, even they would ask you for a certain printer and a brand name that should be in the room of the assistant of the manager, and that detailed. We get technical riders of 60 pages, whereby even the drink that you want to drink during that show or before that show. But I think that's normal. That's part of the business. So whenever you
60 pages.
Whenever you get a concert, for example, for an international celebrity in a Coca-Cola arena where you have 15,000 people coming, they come with certain expectation, and unfortunately, I have to say that when people come to the Middle East, they think that they're going to get lots of money. This is the perception they have. Due to many scenarios that happen, due to Beyonce scenario, due to the things that and the money that being paid in some countries after the World Cup or the Expo or the things that are happening in Saudi Arabia. So in a way, there's a big demand. That's why the celebrities are the celebrity requirements are coming on a big scale.
Has there ever been any drama when something hasn't been fulfilled?
We live in drama. Every day there's drama.
We're here for it.
Trust me, even if you prepare 100% everything they require in advance and you agree on everything, there's always a drama. At the end, this is what I say about business. You're dealing with the humans, and those humans has feelings, has mood fluctuations. They have their own issues in life, and sometimes, as much as you are professional, sometimes you get affected, and this is why the situation always happen. And us as talent agencies or management agencies, we are in the middle between celebrities and client, between celebrities or governments, between celebrities and any third party. So we are in the middle trying to make everyone happy, whereby the client or the government, they think that they have the right to do everything because they paid that amount. And the celebrity at the same time, he considers that he's not a product for sale. He's coming on an artistic and creative level, and he wants the freedom to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the hard job of making everyone happy. So we come back to the nursery where you need to make everyone happy.
I can tell in this job you really need to empathize a lot with like clients and with these celebrities, because without that you can't relate. You can't you'll just see it as like tantrums if not being able to empathize with them, like you said, right?
I'm not oversaying this, but really the tantrums and the issues are part now of the business. So there's no single day that goes without 6 or 7 crisis management situations.
So I want to ask, like, how does one become famous? Your tips, like just go-to tips.
It's not the number of followers. It's not the social media. And I always tell my team, my talents, that you need to have a talent first. Why do you need to be famous? There are many ways to be famous, and I'm sure you know that. Lots of things can make you famous, but would that sustain? Would that comes with a message? Would that come with a purpose? So being famous first comes with focusing on a talent, paying back to the community, and then you can market yourself in the right places, with the right media, with the right people, having the right management, all of these together. So a solid talent, a good marketing, a good team, and trust me, I'm adding this because it's very essential, paying back to society. All of these together can make you famous, but then fame can be relative. For example, I work with celebrities. I should not be famous. You should have one celebrity. When I am on set with a celebrity, he's the main celebrity. All the team needs to make him feel that. So trust me, whenever you cross that line in your business, you lose the celebrities. It's very sensitive, but again, as I mentioned, fame is very, everyone want to be famous. You can be famous in your job. You can be famous as the best engineer. You can be famous as a top doctor. But nowadays, because of the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all of these platforms, people and the audience and the young generation, they think they can be famous at low cost, which is not possible and which is not sustainable.
So interesting.
One thing that we know about you, and this has actually been a topic of conversation recently, that Simran and I were asking the audience, can you work with your spouse? Would you like to work with your partner on a 24/7 basis? Considering that you don't take a break and you work with your wife, how is that?
That's a bait question. No, seriously, with age you become, you change, you adapt and you evolve and you learn more things. Definitely in the past, when I was in the 20s, I would say, I don't like this, I will never work with my wife or my brother or my family. It's because I like to differentiate. Nowadays, my wife has been an essential part of my business, and not because she's my wife, because she's very independent, strong, creative in what she's doing at the company, and she's contributing a lot to the growth. And this is where I learned how to differentiate between my wife at home and my partner in life and my colleague. It was not easy, but I can tell you that at least there's lots of security and trust on that front, whereby in return you need to compromise a little bit and figure out the right timing you spend together. Because if you spend all the time with your wife at work and you spend all your time with your wife at home, you might fall in some routines. That's why I think she doesn't see me at work. I'm always out. I'm always getting on the go, on traveling, shoots. So we try to work around this. But I like the concept so far.
It's amazing.
That says a lot about both of your characters, you know, that you are able to work together and just be able to manage. At home is separate, at work is separate. But I want to ask you about like show business. Real versus real, you know? How different is it? Like what we see on social media, most of the time, do you think it's candid, it's natural, or do celebrities most of the times fake it to project a certain image?
I don't want to be negative and say fake it, but yes, most of what you see on social media, we call it scripted reality, which means we can push the things and the news we want to see. We can push the things that we know that the audience would love. Again, this is marketing. If you have a good marketeer and you have a good marketing mind, you know what to portray to audience. So yes, not what you see on social media is not the reality.
So when you see like couples working together, you know, like couple goals and stuff, usually is it couple goals or is it like a lot of, you know, behind the scenes goes on?
Because I'm one of these couples, they talk about them. I don't wanna over talk about it. But honestly, I see lots of those people that you see on social media on a certain image, but in real life they are going after divorce. So it's not right what you see always. There's lots of efforts that should be done, and the couple goals should not be in public. I mean, it's not a show-off thing. You need to have them really deep inside of you. You have to have your own understanding between you and your partner. And if by chance this comes to public in a very subtle way, then it's fine. But when it starts showing off and overdoing it, you'll start losing the couple itself.
Interesting. So the couples that show up more on social media are the ones with...
They have more issues.
Oh.
Trust me. That's why at the beginning I had an issue with not sharing my personal life on my social media. And that's why if you see now, it's every now and then I post something about my kids and my wife, because this is my space, but it's not something that I brag about it.
So
and the more successful people are in the fame or in the light, the more issues and challenges and obstacles you will have. In any relation, in any type of business. Now, if they say now, your management and Samsung are very good together, I'm choosing a business example instead of person. Lots of competition will start looking, how can we go there? So the more you emphasize on a successful thing between two, it's by human nature. People are jealous. And they would say, I want this for me. And this is how problems start coming.
The pressures begin.
Yeah.
So interesting. This is the man behind Hue Management. As you said yourself, you're working with across many industries, 500 creators.
But I want to say that we have a great team. It's not only the man behind it. There's a huge team in Saudi Arabia. We have offices in Dubai, in Lebanon, and in Jordan. And there's a huge team behind the success stories that I was talking about.
And what's next for the company?
Honestly, there are lots of projects now. We're going to hear about them soon, hopefully in September. There's a huge news coming on a big and an international partnership coming very soon for Hue Management. And I'm sure you guys are going to be proud and happy for us. We're going to talk about it hopefully in the right time. Lots of activations and brand deals and new celebrities signing. Lots of drama is coming for sure. Lots of trauma.
Get Georgina into the studio. We'll talk to her. That would be amazing.
Let's do that for Lovin Saudi.
Let's do it for Lovin Saudi. Fair enough. Okay. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. Georgina's coming to Lovin Saudi. We're super excited for that one. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really
Thank you, ladies.
it.
Have a great day.
Awesome.
Thank
guys,
you, everyone.
That is all we have time for on the Lovin Dubai show this morning. We're back with you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from